Hi everyone, welcome back. Decided to do another tutorial. I did a look, kind of just this really feminine, purpley, light, glittery eye with more of like a nudie lip. It's a little brown nudie lip. But if you like what I did, go ahead and keep watching. That would be awesome. If not, oh well, don't watch then. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start with my primer for my eyes. I'm going to use this Mica Beauty Cosmetics. Primer for my face, I'm going to use Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer by Benefit. It's this little sample size. Just put on my forehead, around my nose, my chin, my smile lines. And then I just kind of push it in and wrap it around. Hi, Luke. It's my son. Okay. For the eyes, I'm gonna go in with the Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette by Stelia, and mine's in Mind. But I'm going to start off with the color Genius, which is this color right here. And I'm going to go in with the Sigma E40 Fluffy Blending Brush. And then I'm just going to put that in the crease. And I'm going to take the darker color just right underneath Genius, which is Understanding. I'm going to take that with a tapered blending brush, a smaller tapered blending brush, and this is from Crown. And then this is another Crown brush. It's kind of dense. It's really good for the crease. I'm going to go in with Intellect, which is this darker, deeper purple shade. And focus that right in the crease. That's a foot. So I'm just building up the color. I'm going to take a MAC 242 brush, which is really good for packing on shadow on the lid. And I'm going to be using the Sally Girl eyeshadow, which I got from Sally's. It was like 98 cents. And this is in the color Taupe. I'm actually surprised at the quality of this. I wasn't expecting to like it, and I actually do. And I'm going to go back in with the Crown brush and take a little more of the color Intellect. Okay. And kind of blend out the taupe color as well as deepen up the crease a little bit more. I'm going to take the blending brush again and just blend everything out again. And then, just for fun, I wanted to get a little glittery on the lid, and so I'm going to take this ColourPop color in Tinsel, which is, I think, one of their Christmas collection colors. I'm just going to take it with my ring finger and put it on top of Taupe on the lid. Dome brush, just because I want a little bit more of the darker Intellect color on. After using my finger to put the tinsel on, I kind of diffused the darker color in the crease, and I'm going to try to do a little bit smaller of a brush just to get a little more precise to see if I can pack on some color in there. And blend it all out. And I'm going to do wing liner today, but since I'm still not very good at it freehand, I like to use Scotch tape. I put it on the back of my hand, and I rip it off a couple times just to take the initial adhesive off so it doesn't damage the skin in my eye, which is a very delicate area. Line up underneath the lashes, and I follow just the line of my lower lash line. I'm just continuing that line, just making sure this area is pushed down really well, because this is where the wing's gonna go. And that would defeat the purpose of the tape if that wasn't down. And for my liner, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Eye Studio in Blackest Black. And I'm going to be taking this angled brush from crown to apply it. Okay, so when I'm happy with it, I'm going to take off these really carefully. Check out that wing. Easy way to get a wing. Easy, foolproof. So now, I'm going to do my foundation. For my foundation, I'm going to mix this BB Dis-A-pore cream from Dr. Jart and the True Match LUMI in the shade N12. I'm going to use a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply it. For concealer, I'm going to, concealer for my blemishes and patches, like red marks and stuff on my face. I'm going to use L'Oreal True Match, and the color is N1, well, Fair Light N1, 2, and 3. And it's all gone. If you can see, it's like concaved in. So I use this little brush I got from Costco at one point, and I just dip it in there. And then I sometimes use my finger to blend it out too. And then when I'm happy with that, I'm going to go in with my under eye concealer, and I use the NARS Radient Concealer, Creamy Concealer in Light 1. And I do a little triangle. And then I also like to take some down the nose a little, just a little bit, what's remaining on the wand, on my chin, and then on my forehead as well. And then I'm going to use this e.l.f. pointed foundation brush to blend it out. And then to set all that, I like to use the MAC Pro Sculpting Powder in the color Emphasize. As you can see, I'm so almost empty, and there's like a little chunk that's broken off, and I don't want to throw it away because I have to order some more. I'm still getting some product off of that chunk, okay? Okay. Oh, and I'm using a Sigma F85? 35? I don't know, it's the pointed papered thing. Anyway. I'm going to do the highlight for my brow bone since I forgot. I'm going to take a MAC 239. I'm going to use the Makeup Geek color in Ice Queen. Whoa! Whoa! I think I'm going to do that in the inner corner as well. I'm going to do my lower lash line. And I think I'm going to take that color, Intellect. Oh, and it's really cute. It's a MAC 228 brush. And just place it right along the lower lash line. And then I'm going to pick up the color Understanding again, which is the second color we used, on a pencil brush, an E30 from Sigma. And I'm just going to blend out the Intellect. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Hoola bronzer from Benefit and this Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. So I do it on the cheekbones, and then I dust a little bit on the temples and my forehead, a little bit. Just gonna contour my nose a little bit with this little brush, no name brush. Just gonna go down my nose a little bit. Now it's time for blush, and I'm gonna use a Tart blush in the color Doll Face. a nice pinky blush. And I'm going to be using this chisel blush brush, the IB 126 from Crown. I'm just going to put on the apple of my cheeks and go back into that bronzer. Then I'm going to take the same brush that I used for my under eye and use some highlight. And I'm going to be using BECCA, the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. Down the bridge of the nose a little bit. Keep it small, even though it never lasts for me. It never lasts. So I keep it really simple for my brows. All I use is a powder, and what I'm going to use is the Naked color from the Urban Decay Naked palette on this flat definer Sigma E15 brush. And I just kind of fill it in. I just stay with my natural kind of shape. And then when most of the product is off the brush and in this brow, I go into the front and just kind of do strokes up. Okay. I like so. See, and it makes a difference, even though it's super easy and just really fast. And I brush them through this cute little brush for my brows. And then since I never trim them because I'm lazy, I like to use this clear brow gel by Anastasia to keep them in place. Brows are done. I'm going to attempt to put on lashes, and I'm going to be using these Cara. My name's Cara, so I'm partial to that. Spelled wrong though. But they're eyelashes in the number S5. First, I'm going to curl my lashes and put it on the mascara. I'm using this Color Girl Full of Lash Bloom in black. I'm gonna use this cool little lash applicator I got from Ulta. That was epic. One lash on. I think that's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. See? So, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm gonna use number 9 Spice in this Milani lip liner to outline my lips. Okay, now that they're all lined up, yeah, now that they're all lined in, I will go in with the Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in Buttercup. Last but not least, I'm going in with NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brûlée. And that's it. It's the final look. All done.
Yay!
Yep. Alright everyone, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something or got inspired. That would be freaking cool. But hopefully I'm not lazy and I'll do this again soon. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Wanna say anything? Bye!
Like, and make a thumbs up.
Yeah.
want to play Gmod soon.
Yeah.
It's a good game. Okay?
Yeah. Ow, 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 got some in my eye, got some in my eye. Hey, what's up? I think my neighbors are watching me.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
Hi everyone, welcome back. I decided to do another tutorial. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I have to do this. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know what else to say. Except, yeah, have a good, I hope everybody is foul. I don't know what you say.
Good. I hope everybody's nice and good and not have a sore throat or a cold.
Okay. Aww.